Today I'm going to show you why you already know how to do long division. The skills you'll need for this session are the ability to recognize multiples, know how to multiply and divide by powers of 10, which means just 10, 100, 1,000, etc., and how to add and subtract to break numbers into parts. Teachers, we often teach long division like this. And we go, oh, how many 7s go into 1, 0, carry the 1 over here. How many 7s go into 15, 2 with 1 remainder, so we put the 1 down here. How many 7s go into 14, 2. And so we get our answer, but most students don't really have any clue what they're doing when they've completed this. I think a much better way is to teach division using multiples of the number you're trying to divide. So let's go back and we'll do this same question using multiples. So 154 divided by 7. The first thing we need to do is write the number 154 as multiples of 7. This is a multiple of 7, but it's not an obvious one. So if you know your times tables, count up by 7, 7, 14, etc. 14 with a 0 in the end is pretty close to 154. So we can write 154 as 140, and then we've got another 14 left over. If we do 140 divided by 7 and 14 divided by 7, all up, we have done 154 divided by 7. So let's start with the 140 divided by 7. If we do that, it's the same as 14 divided by 7, but this number's 10 times bigger. So the answer, instead of being 2, will be 10 times bigger, which is 20. If we do 14 times 7, we've already discussed, that's 2. And then if we total that up, 154 divided by 7 is these two added together, which makes 22. And then students can start breaking down these numbers to estimate reasonable answers rather than doing a long division like we normally would, where they don't have any idea what they've actually done. So here, the answer is still 22, but they've been able to build that answer using multiples. So we'll try a harder one, and then we'll try a really hard one. So the next one we'll try is 252 divided by 6. So again, if you're able to count up by 6s till you recognize a multiple, so 6, 12, 18, 24, 24 looks pretty close to 25 here. So we'll write in the number 24 with a 0 on the end. So 240 divided by 6, and we'll work out what that equals in a second. What's remaining though from the 252, if we've broken it down into 240, we need to add another 12 to that. And then all up, we've got 252 divided by 6. So 240 divided by 6, well, we know what 24 divided by 6 is. So we just pretend the 0 is not there for the moment. And 24 divided by 6 is 4. And then we need to, because this is actually 240, we need to add a 0 on the end of our answer because the answer will be 10 times bigger. And 12 divided by 6 is just 2. And then, so we add these two together and get 42 as the answer. All right, we'll make a hard one to finish. So this one is 2,196 divided by 4. And I'm going to show you two ways of doing this one because this one's a bit more tricky. You could vary the way you do this. It depends how confident you are with multiples. So this one here, it's in the thousands column this time, so we're going to need to add a couple more zeros. So 4, count up by 4s, 4, 8, 12, 16, 20. Oh, 20 looks good. There's a 20 here. Well, it's 21, so we can write 2,000, and then we've got 196 left. So we need to now split up the 196 part. So what do we recognize goes into, obviously by 4, would go into 196. So we count up by 4s again. 4, 8, 12, so go up, 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 up. And people might recognize that 100 could be one of the numbers. Or over here, this person might recognise for the second step, if they count up by 4s, they'd get to 4, 8, 12, 16, and they would get to 160. Now, both of these answers will end up the same in the end, but we'll keep working out. So this person has 96 left to put in, and so they might break the 96 down into 80, and then 16. This person has 36 left, and they might recognise straight away that 4 goes into 36. So this person's more confident with finding multiples of 4, so they've only needed 3 steps to break down their number. The person over here has needed that extra step. So we'll divide each of these things by 4, and then we'll see if the answer pops out the same. So 2,000 divided by 4, it's like 20 divided by 4, but it's 100 times bigger than that. So 20 divided by 4 is 5, if we did that part. And then it's 10 times bigger, 100 times bigger, so we need to add 2 zeros to the end. This time, 100 divided by 4, or a quarter of 100, is 25. That's a bit of a messy 5. 80 divided by 4 is 20, and 16 divided by 4 is 4. And if we add all of these up, 5 and 4 is 9, 2 and 2 is 4, 549. And let's see if this person gets the same answer using their method. So 2,000 divided by 4 equals 500. We worked that out before. 160 divided by 4, well, we know 16 divided by 4 is 4, and this is 10 times bigger, so we put 4t. And then 36 divided by 4 is 9, and if we add up 540 and 9, we get 549. And so in both cases, 2,196 divided by 4 equals 549. I think this is a much better way to get kids to do long division because it gives them an understanding of all the multiples involved and allows them in the future to be able to make reasonable estimates about what the answer should be. If they know how to do powers of 10, they know the answer should be 500 and something. And from there you can teach the quicker way to do long division.